You think you can do this, but you can't.
No, man, you're right. I can't do it. But you know what? I'm going to do it because I'm a father.
I so enjoyed getting to see this movie. I have two young kids, so obviously hit home. Kevin, let's start with you. One of the things that I thought was so interesting is this idea that, parents don't always know the right decisions, but they do the best that they can and hopefully are leading with love. For you, when it comes to making decisions regarding your kids or family, like, how do you make those?
As a family, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we don't know everything. I think, especially in today's time, understanding that this generation is different. This generation is expressive, and they're vocal. And, it's very important to listen and not shut that down. So what I've learned and what I've tried to stay true to in my household is presenting an environment that supports the open dialogue. And within any problem, talking about the solution and trying to limit the levels of conflict. So, I think that it's worked to date, and my kids and my relationship is extremely close. And I'm hoping that it continues to grow as I get older. But it's definitely about talking, communicating.
And Melody, the father-daughter relationship, it's so important. And you and Kevin look like you had a lot of fun making the movie. What's something you love doing with your real dad?
I love to go get ice cream and go to.
What did it mean to you to get to play somebody that was a real person?
Well, it was amazing, nice, extremely fun.
Oh, my husband and I watched this together, and he really enjoyed it too. He's a very hands-on father, so it inspired him, but also made him reflect on all those really tender moments. It's not easy to pull off positive with that, grief and emotional side. So, what was that like for you to explore on screen?
I mean, that was the balance. That was the tricky thing that we had to make sure that we did, right. It was how do we tap into the dark, and make our audience feel the level of sad, the level of the low that Matt had, but at the same time find a way to still tap into the personable moments, the charming moments, the loving moments. And it was heavy on sad that my wife isn't here, but positive on I know she sees me, and I'm hope that she's proud of the job that I'm doing. And the journey with me and my daughter was one of, as I'm getting these victories, he's constantly looking up for the approval and smiling as if he's getting it. So her presence, the physical presence wasn't there, but the spiritual feeling of her and her existence never left. And that's kind of what he started to hold on to. So in the movie, there's little nods when, when Mel's character, she asks, is mommy in this with the chain? And there's moments where it did with mommy like that, or was this mommy's school? When he's given that information, it's also ways to find confirmation that he's doing a good job. And our director, Paul Weiss, did a great job of making sure that we were on a nice line, and that we never swayed too far right or too far left, that we were always in a great place of balance.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be impactful for a lot of families, and I know we enjoyed it, so I can't wait for others to see it. So thank you guys so much for taking the time today.
Thank you, Kelly.